Hi, I'm Janice OBrien, president of Sierra Roots, and Sierra Roots is a nonprofit. We'll be celebrating our first year in October. It's a nonprofit serving the homeless, the chronically homeless in Nevada City and Grass Valley. These are people, the homeless, who cannot or will not go to Hospitality House, which is our community shelter here. Many of them have dogs, animals, cats. Many of them are severely addicted and mentally ill and have lived outside under the bridges and in the forest for years, and many of them can't really handle being with a lot of other people. And I knew that when Billy Kelly, who froze to death in 2010, when that happened, I was with Hospitality House. I had helped start Hospitality House and thought, we had done a good job, and we did do a good job and continue to. But I was still very concerned about those who were out in the woods and under the bridges and so forth. And I knew a lot of them personally because my own son was one of them, and his wife. Now, I've been raising my 3 grandchildren, their children. Both of them were severely addicted and mentally ill. And I couldn't take them in because I had our 3 grandchildren with us. And Mom went missing in 2005. They found her remains in 2009. And my son just passed away this last March. So I'm very aware and very compassionate towards those who are mentally ill, severely addicted, and just have lost their way. Many people think, well, they've made a choice to be homeless. That's not true. That is not true. They've made bad choices, many of them, and they need human companionship. They need somebody to recognize them as human beings, and they need a lot of help. They need advocacy, and that's why we started Sierra Roots. So what do we do, and how do we help them? The first initial thing that we started to do was to feed them once a week. We feed them on Thursdays at noon, 11:30 actually, at Pioneer Park right now during the summer. During the winter, we use Trinity Church. Trinity Church allows us to feed them there. And what we do is we cook and feed high-dense, nutrient-dense meals, all organic and gluten-free. The reason being, gluten and a lot of processed foods make the brain that's already inflamed, mentally ill people, and also addiction. The brain is already so inflamed, and the food really helps. So since we've started this program, we've noticed a really significant difference in the way they get along with each other, the appreciation they have for the food, as well as just how they feel. So we're hoping to get to be able to feed them 2 or 3 times a week instead of just 1. And we do have more and more volunteers coming to help us do that. All of our food handlers are food handlers certified by the California certified food handlers. And we cook, we get help from the food bank and also the gleaners who bring the leftover vegetables and so forth from farmer markets. And we cook beautiful, incredible meals for these people, and once a week right now at 11:30. That's our initial in with them. They've begun to trust us and not shy away. Those who are heavy meth or drug users usually don't come to our lunches. They would rather stay away and kind of hide. But those who are addicted, many of them have to have a beer or something in the morning, otherwise they get their tremors and even, what's the word, like epilepsy, I can't think of the word. Anyway, so they come, and sometimes I can smell alcohol on them, but they eat a good meal, and they're very polite, and if they get out of order, of course, we ask them to leave. So we've had no big troubles with them at all in doing that. And we get to know them personally. So we know them by their first names, we know them by their last names, we know if they have IDs or if they have Medi-Cal. We know if they have a phone. We know if they have any money. Some of them get SDI, disability money. Some get SSI. Some of them get CalWorks help, or it used to be called CalWorks anyway. If they're looking for a job, they get help. And what we do is we make connections for them. Like, some of them don't know about One Stop Business and Career Shop, and we tell them about that. Take them over there, help them write a resume, and help them look for jobs. Some of them don't have money and don't have transportation to get to doctors. They need doctor and mental help, mental and also medical and dental help. So that's what we're doing by meeting with them every week. We got an alternative court started for them. Some of them have citations for open beer on the streets and smoking where they shouldn't smoke. Now, because they don't have a home to drink their beer or to smoke, their living room is the outdoors, and usually they get cited for that. So once they get cited, it's like, I think, $175 for the citation. Of course, they don't have any money. So if they don't pay on that, then it goes up to $300. If they don't pay on that, it goes up to another $300. So some of them have fines that are up to, $1,000, $3,000, $4,000. So we started an alternative court where they can work off those fines by community service, and that's what we're doing now with them. So that helps them, and it helps the courts and everybody. And they're doing community service by cleaning up the city, the town of Nevada City primarily. They're going to be painting curbs and washing sidewalks and watering flowers and weeding and things like that. So we have that started. Let me see, what else do we do? We have another solution to their living, which I really want to talk about quickly, because right now our final goal, or our ultimate goal, is not just to help them feeding them and getting them connected and getting them transportation to where they want to go, getting them jobs, all of that kind of thing. Many of them are disabled physically, mentally, emotionally. Many of them come from families that they were terribly abused as children and just didn't have the family background that most of us have had. And so we get them that kind of help. But we would like to buy or rent or lease a piece of land where we can build what we call a simple living village, where anybody who wants to live there can live there if they meet the requirements as far as being able to work for us, with us. We'd like to plant a small orchard, have beekeeping, aquaponics. We know how to do that. We have so many volunteers, so many people who want to help us do this, and then build tiny houses for them. The tiny house movement across the United States is really growing, and there have been several states that have built these little villages for the people, and that's what we want to do. So we have somebody coming from Eugene, Oregon on November 10th, and he helped start and build the Opportunity Village up in Eugene, Oregon. There is Dignity Village, there's I can't even think of all the names of the different. Opportunity Village is one. And they're all up and down the coast, as well as in Texas, in Wisconsin. It's really growing. So November 10th at 7 o'clock up at the Madeline Helling Library, Andrew Haven will be coming here to speak about Opportunity Village, how they did it, how they started it, how successful it has been for the homeless, as well as could be for the elderly too, who want something very simple. So that's our ultimate goal, and that's what we want to work on. What we need is volunteers, helpers, people who are interested in helping us do this, as well as money, of course. And you can go on our website, which is crroots.org, and pay monthly through PayPal. Very simple, easy way to do it. And or give us, checks, send us checks, whatever. But we do need help starting this little village, and I think it's going to be a real positive, sustainable, wonderful way to help these people. Thank you.